And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Touchdown! Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. CD, that call, it took some guts. It's not like they were at the 1-yard line. They had some distance to go.
They certainly did. And, you know, a lot of people might say that's fly by the seat of your pants type of coaching. But it's also sending a message out there. We're going to be unpredictable. You can't prepare for anything with us. You never know which way we're going to go. We zig, you zag.
And now some serious opening drive momentum. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Brady over the middle to Evans. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And Brady able to get down as he picks up a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 51 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return is Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Eric Tomlinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Tucker now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run with Dobbins. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Dobbins once more. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The drive there will be spanning 3 plays, and it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken way up at the 25. Time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Brady now on first down. And he finds Howard complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. To Evans on the slant.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a give to Dobbins. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Jackson on first down. That one's complete to Tomlinson. That catch good for only a couple. Again, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 27-yard line. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Dobbins. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson being chased out left. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to give this one to Gronkowski. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They go play action with Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They hand this one to Gronk, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Look at this, a tight end carry. looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
That's all you got?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 67 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Succop for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a throw here, hauled in. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. That's into the hands of Crochet. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily, when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Following the fumble recovery, Jackson, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. On 1st down, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Brady now to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home.
Again, it's Bernard.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski taking it in from a yard out.
And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Extra point try now for Succop. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
On the return is Duvernay.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, 43 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10
on their side of midfield at the 47.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Jackson will throw again. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Well, that'll be complete to Dobbins.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game.
It's over, let's dominate.
A big offensive explosion had leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Pinion has it teed up, and here we go with two of the most exciting offenses around as the Bucs visit Baltimore. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Jackson going to keep it running right.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. A carry here for the big tight end. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Now Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Forced out to his left. 1st down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense.
And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First and 10. Here's Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Nothing our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Play action. Now Jackson.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Ravens have got it. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now Brady again. There's Evans again, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but now... run after it.
Remaining in this first half of football. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stuff. But now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentrate.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So after the INT, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. After the interception, here's Jackson. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Brady now on first down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is taken in at the 5. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports halftime report. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Oh, it don't matter.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
75 yards.
And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. This will be a game. Of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, open man, Gronkowski complete. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, 27 yards. And the Bucs on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, Charles, I think you and I both agree these guys were outplayed in that first half, and the scoreboard reflected that, but they've come out since halftime. They've looked like a different team. And it makes you wonder what was said and done in that locker room because they've made some nice adjustments, and they're executing better. I think they got some fiery guys on that sideline that had a few things to say at the half, and now they've come out with a vengeance. Brady will look to throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
And the Ravens taking the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Second down at 5.
Now Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Taken from about the 12. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that's caught inside the 30. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, 61 yards. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we?
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bucs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Wes Cockrell.
And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 8. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 44, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now.
He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jackson
will find Dobbins out of the backfield.
That catch good for only a couple. On 2nd down now, Dobbins. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end Howard. The 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he's got his tight end Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they will take a 7-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And shedding through the tackle. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football, and the Ravens have got it. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run here with Edwards. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And he missed it. Oh, would you believe it? It is no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Brady going to throw here. And this is caught by Evans. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll make it a second down. To throw is Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be second down. One last shot for Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game.